John chapter 1, verses 19 through 28. John the Baptist denies being the Messiah. Now this was John's testimony when the Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to ask him who he was. He did not fail to confess, but confessed freely, "I am not the Messiah." They asked him, "Then who are you? Are you Elijah?" He said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" He answered, "No." Finally they said, "Who are you? Give us an answer to take back to those who sent us. What do you have to say about yourself?" John replied in the words of Isaiah the prophet, "I am the voice of one calling in the wilderness, make straight the way for the Lord." Now the Pharisees who had been sent questioned him, Why then do you baptize if you are not the Messiah, nor Elijah, nor the prophet?" "I baptize with water," John replied, "but among you stands one you do not know. He is the one who comes after me, the straps of whose sandals I am not worthy to untie." This all happened at Bethany, on the other side of Jordan, where John was baptizing. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Susan Diamond Paints. Today is Tuesday, March the 28th. Don't have a lot to talk to you about, but I do have some things to talk to you about. So let me get my diamonds out here, and I'll be working on this picture, the EverMoment picture. I got a video already uploaded, ready to go, so I'm putting the commentary. This is commentary to go with it. It's what I worked on last night. I put a video out on my Facebook page this morning, showing a time lapse of me working on the EverMoment. And I kind of have been talking about this to my husband, how what I really need to do is, especially on my Facebook page, on here, pretty much everybody knows how to diamond paint. You're not really watching. Some of you are, but majority of you aren't really watching. You're just sitting there listening while you're working on your own work in progress. So everybody pretty much knows how to diamond paint. But a lot of people that on my Facebook page will see me. I'll put pictures out there of what I've worked on, and a lot of the comments, of course, are "Oh, that looks so time consuming. Oh, I don't see how you do all that. Oh, you have patience." All the things that I think us crafters take for granted, because we do all the things. But I thought what I'd do is I'd get one of my every eCrafts, everyday can't remember the freaking website, saved my life, but to get one of those, they sent me a mystery one, so I think that's the one I'm going to use. And kind of just show them, say, if you're thinking about doing it, or you got a painting and it is, a little nerve-wracking, and you're not really sure, as a beginner, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, tips and tricks and things of that nature. I'm going to do and I'm going to call it, You Can Be a Diamond Painter Too. Not also, but too. TOO, too. So I thought that's what I'll name it that, and I'll do season 1, episode 1, kind of like a TV show type deal. And it would be, the season will be, of course, the painting that we're going to be working on, and the episodes will be each episode that we work on the painting together. So it'd be kind of like, a beginning to end type deal of a really small painting that, a 30 by 30, 25 by 25 centimeter. And if I do 30 minutes a day and kind of just, talk them through it, this is what you do when you have this. Oh, this comes up. Oh, I spilt my beads and all that. And just the basic things of you don't need a lot to work work a diamond painting. For me, I need some things because my eyes aren't as great as what a young person's are. I just have bad eyes, so I have to use reading glasses and a light pad to see the spaces. So as somebody that doesn't have really bad eyes, and a younger person have young eyes, they might not have a problem seeing the symbols. I just do. So, and just kind of go through that. I didn't start out, when I started diamond painting, doing the big pictures, I started out 2 partials. I Had ordered one from, I looked over it, you know, and was trying to figure out which one I wanted. I'd ordered it from Paint with Diamonds, but while I was waiting, because I was watching all these YouTube channels and I wanted to get started, you know, right then, right now, kind of the idea, and, you know, I got them off Amazon, and there were two partials, and it was a Pegasus and a, it's supposed to look like Cinderella's castle from, you know, Disney. So, you know, I did those, and I, you know, liked it, and then started my Paint with Diamonds one, which is my wheelhouse size, you know, 40 centimeter by 50 centimeter, which is a 16 by 20 inch. So I did that one for my husband, and then after that, the bug was caught, and, you know, the rest is history, and here we are working on a 50 by 75 centimeter. So, but, you know, it is intimidating, especially you get a size, and you're like, you know, the big size it's a little much, but, you know, just even a small size. But if you square it down to, you know, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna square it down to, especially when I start off any kind of picture, regardless of the size, I always start off as a 100 square, and then I work my way up to the big, you know, big size square, because by then I'm comfortable with the way the beads are, the way the canvas is, and what have you. So I'm gonna start it off on a, you know, on the video as a small square. We are gonna do, I think, 100 drills a day per video. So that should take, like, you know, 30 minutes, and all I do is just go through the symbols, and, you know, how you open your bags, and, you know, if you don't have all the containers and all things, because you don't really need all the things, you just need tape, so you can tape the bag back together, or, you know, get yourself some little container cups or what have you from the Dollar Tree, or, you know, whatever. I mean, I didn't even use the little small flip ones for, you know, the little grid ones that come in a box, you know, like 28, the one that are 7 across and 4 up and down. Use one of those and just say this is where you put your extras, and you can put a little sticker on here and say, okay, this is, you know, for the canvases, they're like that, they're numbered anyway, and they have letters, so those will be easy. So all I have to do is just number it and letter it and say, okay, this is what it is. Yeah, just so that's what I plan on doing on my Facebook page, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. And then, of course, you know, like I said, just something to do. So today, I was kind of tired today, and then I was trying to get things done, and it's hard to get things done when everybody's emailing you stupid questions, you know, like, I can't get nothing done in my day because of this going, you know, this and that going on. Then got invited to a meeting for tomorrow morning, and we're not quite sure why we're invited to the meeting, so kind of trying to figure that out, you know, last minute, 4:30 today, like, why are we getting, you know, an email meeting request for tomorrow morning for something we have no control over. So we were like, So we talked about that, and then we talked about our day and how, you know, person's internet's crazy, so trying to get things done there. So I don't know, you know, it's just one of those crazy things. I worked out here last night and watched some Rebecca at 4Kids at 147, catching up on her Haid videos, and then I think about mine when I don't know when I'm gonna do mine though. And then I finally got my friend that wants me to do some food items for him. I finally remembered to hit him up, say, hey, I need pictures, because, you know, I'm now getting to the halfway mark of this one. So if I can go ahead and get those ordered and sent, then those will be the next grouping of things that I'll do. So the next picture you guys are going to see is a food item, so buckle up. You're going to be hungry every day. So, you know, but I picked out, we went through them, my husband and I went through them to just now, and kind of picked ones out of each email, and I cropped them up pretty good, and now I've sent them off to EverMoment and said, give me your size from your smallest, your 30 centimeter, to your biggest 50 centimeter, and we'll go from there. I'm just hoping like a 40 by 40 will work, or 50 by, well, yeah, 40 by 40 about be 20 inch by 20 inch. Is that right? 40 by 50? Yeah. No, 16 by 20. Yeah, so 16. And then 50 would be 20 by 20. Is that right? I'm second guessing myself over here. Oh well, anyway, I'll figure it out. But yeah, so just doing that, and then at work I'm watching the Mr. Star and Sky videos. I have his playlist of his Disney Dreamlight videos playing. So there are things that I learned that I didn't know before. Like for instance, all you really have to do is craft one item, and then after that you can go into Scrooge McDuck's store and buy the item. So when you're making the crap ton of money, you need all the storage chest. After you make the small, medium, and the large one, you should be able to go in his store and buy them. Now, I haven't tried it. Me personally, haven't tried it. I need to go in there and just buy my storage chest for the small ones and not have to use my resources to make them, because I need them for my food items and things right now, because I started over. So I gotta do that, and then got to open one of the biomes, because I'm going towards the beach one, to open it up first so I can get Moana and Maui, and I can get her unlocked to do the fishing for me, and then get all the fish from the boat and get that taken care of, so I can do the fish recipes other than what I have at the meadow and the plaza. Well, in the meadow, I think, because the plaza didn't have any fish ponds, so it's the meadow. What fish I'm getting there. I'm gonna have lemon trees to do some of the recipes. So, and I really got to open up my Google Documents and see what recipes I can craft in Remy's restaurant again that won't cost me any coal, because I'm still getting my coal right now from the rocks. So, yeah, all that goodness. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at on the game. I watched some, after working out here, and it took a little bit, not so much as the video part, but it took a little bit because I was uploading my videos onto my video editing software to get a video up for you last night. So it came in a little bit later last night than normal for you, and then created the one that I thought would upload to Facebook while I was sleeping, but it didn't work out that way, so I had to do it again. And then, of course, I was using my friend's music that he created for me. Then Facebook hit me up with the copyright with Warner Brothers for the Alice in Wonderland. But we're thinking that once he's put his music through his SoundCloud account, he thinks now that everything's going to have the tag with his name on it. And now it will be recognized as a violation of the copyright law. So we'll see when I get access to that, how that works. So that will be it's still going to be a lot of work. I have the videos. I have 3 videos right now for what I worked on the picture for you guys. But I just have to put the commentary with it. And I'm once again recording on my phone for the commentary part while I'm working on something you're not even going to see because I'm not recording it. But yeah, that's how it is for the big ones anyway, because I figure you're going to only be so interested in the customs, and I say that every time, and I know that. But it's true. I mean, I'd only be interested in a custom for forever so long, so I not really care about who the people are. Just cared about the diamond paint, the work putting involved in it. So, and that was while I was working on, of course, this one to be my custom. I did get someone to ask me, hey, where do you get your customs from? It's like, I get my customs from EverMoment. By far for me, they're the best company out there that does customs. Down at our club at one point in time did customs, but that's a little time consuming. So when you're charting the charts anyway, but you're not equipped to handle the number of customs that would come in, because a lot of people you want customs done, when you're not able to handle that, and you just really need to go back to what you were good at to start with, which is your hand charting your pictures that you're gonna have someone mass produce for you and put the drills with. So customs, it's just, you know, you're creating one of the items. So check and see what all I had there. I'm in the easy square right now, the confetti square, but color blocking square all at the same time. So because it's the couch or the chair that he's sitting on, it has all those different colors in it. And then that's what my husband was talking about watching the video last night. No, this morning, because we were talking about it. He's like, yeah, I just don't see where that black is going to go. I said, well, that color's not really black. I said, you're just seeing a darker version of it. I said, it's, you know, like a dark purple or something, and it's all the chairs. So I can already tell I'm going to have to fill this one up again. Oops, you fell down. Get over here. But yeah, so that is where we are with that. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the audio because, you know, my video is like 40 minutes long. I'm only talking to you for 15 minutes and I don't have a lot to tell you. I'm getting used to my laptop still, so I'm liking it and using it. I have to kind of pull it off the side of the table here and pull it up on the table so I can use it when I need to. So I'm getting used to that. Oh man, still decided that I finally found a web hosted page to create my patterns for the conversions that I'm doing. I'm doing some conversions to diamond painting, and I wanted a way to, you know, chart it out and graph it out myself. So although I have the graph paper, I now have the program that I can actually convert from what I have on my graph paper to a pattern to turn around and have a PDF version of to use on Pattern Keeper for my blank canvases. So it's sort of like doing a heaven and earth design, except for I'm taking something and patterning it out myself and then putting it to a PDF format to use as a pattern for myself to do multiple pictures. But that's going to be time consuming also, so I'll be doing that probably on the side when I feel like actually sitting there and doing the pattern part of it. So that will be a time consuming mess. I'm just looking here, it's like, oh, I missed these two. That's the other thing, in a square this big, you'll end up missing something. So just go back and get it and fill it in. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing the teaching experience or experiment of how to do diamond painting. I gotta excuse me, break it down as much as I can. Like, okay, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Don't peel the paper all the way off because you're gonna need it. Keep your canvas sticky. You know, all that good stuff, all the things you learn as you go stuff. And, you know, there are great YouTube channels out there with people who've taught you how to diamond paint. And, you know, I just want to keep the I'm trying to think what I want to say here. Just keep the progress for everybody to enjoy, who wants to enjoy diamond painting, to do it. I mean, there's always a disclaimer with it, that if you're not a patient person and if you're not willing to take the time to learn, excuse me, to sit there and be patient with it and know that, you know, you're not going to be starting off, you're not going to accomplish all the things. You're going to be slow as get out. You're going to be very particular about where you place the drills. At least I was when the first one I did, besides, you know, the partials that I did. The partials were round, but the very first one I did square. So I've done square since the beginning. Round I only did 2 rounds, and those were the 2 partials, and now I only do rounds if they come that way. But if I'm going to be able to pick it myself, I pick square, because I like square. That's what I started with. That's what I like. Square intimidates a lot of people, but you just have to go with the idea that square is going to fit where it is supposed to fit, as opposed to a round that doesn't have an edge that may be going places it has no business going. Now, yeah, you can shift squares over to the left or to the right or to the top and the bottom and that where it doesn't fit, but that, is you get the square in the square. You get the round on the round, but the round just doesn't have edges, and rounds have to have that background colored the same as the drill, because it's part of the background. So you couldn't take what we're doing around and use of course the squares, because they're not the same size. And that's what I want to do, is like the paintings that I have are round paintings, I'm going to convert them over to square paintings. So that's the whole point of doing the pattern part, is I want to convert them to square, and I'm going to put them on the graph paper to see how they do and use my spares for it. And then once I like the pattern, then I'm going to I think I'm going to get myself some blank canvases and order the drills, because I'll have the pattern and I'll know how many to get to do them on regular picture canvas quality for a square. So yeah, that was a mouthful. So that's kind of what I'm doing with the whole pattern thing, and creating my own. So I'm taking a round one and converting it to a square one. So it's going to take a little bit, but that's what I want to do. So that's what I was thinking today. I was thinking, well, if I do a teaching, what canvas am I going to choose to do that with? Because I don't want to do it with a big one, because the big ones are intimidating, and I want to do it with a size that, if you get it off of Amazon, chances are it's going to be the size, the 30 by 30 centimeter, which is usually pasting area. And to describe, this is the pasting area, 25 by 25 centimeters. So it's not true to size, and majority of the time they're not true to size. You got to get to a reputable company for it to be true to size, based on the pasting area and those. And it's also the you get what you pay for kind of deal too. So I'm not saying that it's bad. If you're diamond painting on a budget, you're diamond painting on a budget. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can spend $10 or something a month, I'm pretty sure that you can find a company Sezzle or something like that, where you can break up your painting payment amounts to where you can get something that's more expensive and a bigger picture, bigger price type deal. And there, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the small ones. The small ones are great. They're easy to work. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Sorry, y'all, had to get my color here. So yeah, so that's, I only got 2 of those left. Well, I hope I got enough. Well, I see it that I go, as I further go down, I go, the more a dress is going to be showing than it is the chair, so I should be good. I'm going to go ahead and put both of these in there, though. I just opened it up, and now I need to get my funnel. But yeah. Ooh. So, just do it like that. We'll see how it goes. I just know it's more work for me. But that's okay. Kind of excited about seeing the rendering for the food items. I hope they turn out good. Let me decide what we're going to do. Yep. And then that's kind of exciting too, because see, my friend, the one that I've done the pictures for anyway to start with, whose husband is the one that sent me the food items that he wants them for his restaurant, because he wants to put pictures up in his restaurant. she shared my video on her page. So I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for doing that. So other people can see off of her page, you know, what the profile or what the portrait looks like, you know, and maybe they'll say, hey, I want one, you know, and there we go. The rest is history after that, ladies and gentlemen. The rest is history. Oh, me. Just, you know, it's days, y'all. There are days that you just feel like you didn't accomplish what you're supposed to. That was today for me. Oh, mercy. But anyway, back on Disney Dreamlights. I did learn something new today that I didn't know anything about. I kind of had the idea, but I didn't really realize that, yeah, you can buy these items after you make it one time. So you make it one time with the resources you have so you don't use up all your resources. And then you go pay whatever amount of money to Scrooge McDuck. So, and then he'll have it and you can buy it in his store. So, like I said, I hope that the big and small, medium-sized storage chests are done the same way. You create one, then go buy a crap ton when you need it. And that's what he says. It's kind of like in the something like upgrading your house is in the in-game process. So don't do it when you're first starting out because you're gonna need things. You don't need a house that has 20 floors to start with. That's just saying, oh, I have the 20 floors because I wanted to spend that kind of money, but I had the resources to spend the money because I got all the biomes open and I have all the quests done and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Until the new update comes and the new quests come and the new star path and all that good stuff. So, and because I started over, I'm nowhere near that. I'm a little worried. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this next star path thing because I'm not that far advanced with the characters and the quest and everything because I haven't worked on it like I need to. Because, you know, I didn't play any last night and I should have. And then tonight, DJ's going to be on, so my friend's going to be on, and we're going to be Rocket Leaguing it. And then that depends on what time I get done here to go out there back inside the house to play before he gets on. And I don't think it's going to be a lot of time because of what I'm doing here. But then he, again, is off, you know, only so many days, and he goes back to work. Then I'm back to, you know, demo videos and then Disney Dreamlighting it. So yeah, that's how my day goes with my time after work of my relaxation time. That's what I'm doing. That's how, and the diamond painting takes the stress of the day away. The gaming takes the just stress in general away. Your life. Deal with the stress different ways. So, and once again, my reading suffering because of it, because, you know, I started over in Disney, so now I'm playing catch up on that. Yeah, it's just mercy and craziness, you know how it is. There are good days and there are bad days, and you're like, what the heck happened to my days? And that's where I am right now. What happened to my day? So we went and walked last night. Me doing this craziness won't be walking tonight, and then we probably won't walk. We might walk tomorrow afternoon during lunch. I don't know. It's supposed to get cooler again, but then it looks like we're here on out after this last little spurt of coolness. I think we're gonna be full on into spring and summer, and there won't be any more coolness going on. So, we hope so. Alright, so I'm going to stop the audio here. And then I am going to cover this back up and I'm going to do a intro to diamond painting video. And then if I have time, I may come back and finish this square up. I'm just going to finish this letter up while I'm with you because I'm not going to do this mid letter here. Just finish this up. Oh, mercy. I'm glad when this pollen gets out of the way, but you know, we'll have pollen in May. So we're going to be kind of stuck with this for a little bit. The yellowness. And not yet. Today I came out. There's been wasps and yellow jackets flying around the doors. I think they're trying to build themselves a nest underneath the siding. I can't figure it out. Or they get right up on the door. Now the wasps, I know I've been stung by them before. That crap hurts. I'm a little more leery towards the yellow jackets though, because I've been stung by a yellow jacket before. My whole hand swelled up, so, you know, it's later in life. I don't know what being stung by either one of those would mean to the body. Knowing that, and I'm going to put this out there, knowing that I've had the coronavirus vaccine, I think the body changed a little bit with that, so I don't know what would happen to me if I got stung by either one of those. Kind of one of those things where I don't want to find out, you know. I already know it's going to hurt, but I don't need it to swell up and break out in hives and all that great craziness. Don't want any part of that. Oops. I know that out west they had bad weather again, so it's just, you know, just craziness. Crazy times, y'all. Crazy times. That's all I can say. We need some crazy times. So I hope y'all enjoyed last night with your first reading of your part of John. Tonight will be the second part of John that I'm reading. So I hope y'all guys are enjoying that. Like I told you, that's what I was gonna do. So hopefully y'all were okay with that. If not, you know, put it on mute and go on about your day. It can't hurt. Can't hurt you. It ain't gonna hurt you. Words ain't gonna hurt you like that. Excuse me. I don't have any water out here. I do have water out here, but it's in the refrigerator and I have to go get it. But I think I'm getting ready to wind it down here. I'm working on this last grouping of the letters, and then I'm gonna throw this picture over here on the couch and get my GoPro up and get the small one out, and we are going to do a little diamond painting like me tutorial. So if you know, this is how you get it. It may come in a box, it may come in a bag. Just depends on the size, I guess, and how it comes, and this is what you do with it. Oh, mercy. I tell you what, I'm tired. Tired. Okay. I keep sticking to the canvas over here. At least you can't hear the crinkly paper, though. I pulled it down far enough where you couldn't hear it. So I know how that goes sometimes. You hear that. That's my sound effects, y'all. That's all you're going to get. My sound effects suck. The crinkliness, you know what I'm talking about. 3 more. Oops, got more than 3 out. Oh well. Okay. Come here. And 2 and 3. Alright, so I think that's all. Nope, I see one over here straggling. You straggler. It's a good thing I got more out. Any more? Nope, not see any more. Alright, y'all. That is it for me. Y'all probably get 8 minutes worth of some kind of audio, or if I can, depends on what, if I time lapse it up one, what will happen. I might just give you guys some audio, or put the reading of chapter John with that. Okay. But I will talk with y'all later. I hope y'all have a great Tuesday night, and I will speak with y'all again on Wednesday night. See y'all. Bye.